morning, students. Today we are going to study the last two topics of the chapter Antarctica, which are why Antarctica is a human-free zone and what is the future of Antarctica. So first we will talk about that why Antarctica is a human-free zone. As we know that Antarctica is a part of the earth which is completely isolated. It has no connection with the rest of the continents of the world. If we check in the beginning, when there was a supercontinent at the formation of the earth, there was a supercontinent which was named Pangaea. With the passage of time, when there is a disturbance in the tectonic plate, due to the imbalance in the tectonic plate, this part of the land was broken into two parts, which is divided into two parts. The upper part, or in the northern hemisphere, is called as Laurasia, whereas the lower part, which is in the southern hemisphere, is called as Gondwana. So the Antarctica is the part of the Gondwana land, which is separated from Australia and South America. Later it is separated from the Australia and South America. Now, when we see the location of Antarctica on the world map, we will find it is in the frigid zone. It lies in the frigid zone. It surrounds the South Pole. And we know very well that the frigid zone is completely too cold, as it receives very less amount of sun rays throughout the year. So Antarctica is the part of the South Pole, and it is completely covered with the snow throughout the year, and is also called as the white continent, as it is completely covered with the ice. So the question arises that why Antarctica is a human-free zone. As there is no evidence of the human habitation on Antarctica in the early 20th century. What should be the reason? The reason is there because of the extreme cold. The land of Antarctica is covered with the ice throughout the year, so no one can bear such an extreme cold and survive there. Here in the book it is given that Antarctica's freezing climate, even the water vapor that is present in the atmosphere also freeze there, and the barren glacial coast, the coast lands changed into or converted into ice. The glaciers are there, and not a single drop of water is present there. For the life to survive, water is also one of the need. So not a single drop of water is fresh water that has to be drink is present there, and isolated from the world, which is completely away from the rest part of the world. So how any living being can survive in such type of a place? But after the 20th century, people started camping there at least some days of the year. Among them, the first one the first permanent base station was there, which was named according to the Antarctic Treaty System. The Antarctic Treaty System defined that the first permanent base was named as Argentina Orca da Base, which was situated in the south of the Orkney Island. The location of this Argentina Orca da Base is in the south of the Orkney Island, which was established in the year 1904 on 22nd of February. After that, there was, this was the first one, and still it is in habitation. Still people are visiting there time to time, the part of the year. After the Second World War, there is an increase, constant increase in the setting up of the bases. There is an increase in the number of bases. So people from different nations are visiting there. Many of the countries established their research station, which is in detail here in the book. It is given on in figure 10.2a. The name of the different Antarctic research station are also there. Total 15 research stations are there. You can check from the book. Now the next topic is the future of Antarctica. What is the future of Antarctica? Now it is estimated that Antarctica has some reserves of the minerals, the coal and the oil, and also some of the precious minerals such as gold and silver. But according to the Antarctic Treaty, there is completely ban or prohibition on the extraction of the minerals. According to the Environmental Protocol 1991, it is said that there is a complete protection on the land of the Antarctica. No one is supposed to extract the mineral or to think about it to extract the minerals from the land of Antarctica. Antarctica is supposed to be the land of peace and science. Peace in the sense of that as it is a human free zone. Now time to time the people are visiting, they set up their research station, they are visiting for the research purpose and returning back to their own country. But as it is the human free zone, no permanent inhabitants are there, so it is considered as a peace. And because of the presence of some of the flora and fauna, then there is a research work on there for the different species of plant and animals. So it is considered as a peace and science. It is here given that there is also a growing interest in the bioprospectors. Who are the bioprospectors? They are a person who do the research on animals and plant species for the medical drugs and other commercially compound which are useful that can be obtained from there. So the research is going on that there is an increase in the bioprospectors. They research on the different flora and fauna, the animals and the plant kingdoms, to find some medicines from there. Then The stamps have been also released that for the evidence that some people visit there. You can find in on the page, on in figure 10.12 that the government of India has issued stamps to mark the first expedition to Antarctica. When Indians first visit on the land of Antarctica, they just set up their first research station. Then it was the the stamp was released by the government of India. Now, though the minerals and the energy is exploited, is and the fishing is not there, it is completely banned that no one can extract the minerals. Then fishing is also not possible due to the freeze climate. So but there is an rapid increase in the tourists of the different nations are visiting there on a part of a year for the research purpose. Different many research stations are there, so time to time they are visiting there, and because of that, the natural resources of Antarctica is going to be exploited. Not only the land but also the ocean, here it is mentioned, is likely to be increase in future because of the visit of the different nations. So here it is all about that why Antarctica is a human free zone and what is the future of Antarctica. Here we have completed our chapter Antarctica. In next class we'll try to give you the answers of this chapter. Have a good day. Thank you.